when you got FBI, DEA, ATF, all of them working together, they all take shifts listening to your phone. So when your phone ring, they own it. Man, like 6, 7 that morning, I just heard boom, 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 boom. So I jumped up and I looked out the blinds and I see them running around the building with shields, machine gun shields and helmets. And
how many law enforcement do you see?
It was over 20, 25 of them. It was over there. That's why I'm saying it was a lot of them, bro. But they running around, right? And they got the police out there. See, a lot of people don't notice this. The feds don't be having jurisdiction. So they'll go to the state and get a warrant. But whenever the fed come kicking your door or come to you, they're gonna always have a local police or a sheriff with them.
Yeah, it's the local police there plus the feds.
Right, because that's their
overseeing the operation.
Right. So, man, I get up and I peep out the blind, and the people running around. In my mind, I'm like, man, what my brother done did? I'm thinking my brother Chris. I'm like, man, what the boy done did? Because I only go to jail for murders. I only had one attempt. I had a gun back in 92 and I broke out of juvenile jail. Then I had attempt murder in 92, and the rest all murders. So there's people here, there's a lot of people here. My brother sell drugs. I'm thinking they here for my brother, right? Yeah. Man, the people bang on that door. I never forget that. And I sat in a chair in my mother's room. And my mother got up, what, FBI? I said, boy, that boy, FBI for that boy. They say, is Gangsta here? I told them on me. My mama say, I be messing with my mama to this day.
They knew you about Gangsta?
Yes.
Okay.
My phone was tapped. So they hearing all the cussing, all the nicknames, anything. Bro, matter of fact, I'm gonna dig up my phone tap, paperwork, and I'm gonna let you see them one day, bro. Me and babies to be on there, all kind of, man, listen. I would tell you this. This is another way I believe there's a God, because in December, bro, we was on that phone talking about so many murders. Like loosely, yeah, you gonna kill him, yeah, kill, yeah, I'm gonna do this, like really talking about homicides. They finally got my phone tapped and they started investigating me in October 97. They finally got my phone tapped February of 98, and I went to the Fed in March. Like, they must have a long...
If they would have had December's
man,
conversations.
I've been had a death penalty, bro.
Oh, man.
I don't know if I could have told out of that one, bro.
Yeah.
So,
again, question, were y'all talking about this stuff was it in braggadocious? Was it...
all that.
Was it like...
on the phone.
Were y'all talking about what needs to happen or what had happened? And
all that. Everything.
Really?
Everything, man. Just like, because I always thought, because they had this rumor, the feds can't tap a prime code phone.
That was a rumor.
That was bull. Yeah. So, it's a Gangsta here. I'm not. They said Terrance Williams. He said Terrance Williams. My mama said, yeah, he in the room. I said, oh, mom, you ratted on me. So look, I come out and I throw my hands up, right? They said, get on your knee, I get down. They said, put your hand behind your head. Now walk back. So I had to crawl, walk back to him on my knees, like with my hands backwards, right? Soon as I get back, soon as I make it to the door, the living room door, they grab me, they said, we got Gangsta. I still don't know this about these people from New York in my phone. I don't know about this, right? But, pause. Go back if it was this guy, it's either or, right? One of them was wired. So I'm gonna try to find that paperwork for you too. So he only wanted like a gram or two. Back then, a gram of heroin, 1.0 was $200. Half a gram, 0.5 was sell for $100, right? So I think he only wanted no more than 4 grams, so up in there. So I was in Houston. He called me. I said, bro, call me back at 3. Call me back at 3. I said, call me back at 5. He called back at 5. I said, look. I said, blah about that. Nah, man, I won't deal with you. I don't want to deal with nobody else. I said, man, come on my house. And then I said, bro, every time I tell you to call or come, you do. I said, yeah, like you work with the people, bro. And he was, bro. He was wired.
You knew that he was just a regular custo, though.
Yeah, just somebody just in the project come score a drug for me and start doing controlled buy on me.
How long were you serving them from what you remember?
From October. It started in October of 07. And after that, they got the wiretap in February, but that's what I said. I had a little short investigation. It was, because this what happened. Like, when I pull a paper, you're gonna be able to read where the FBI would say, bruh, let me tell y'all this here. And I see why they make that rule. They say, ignorance is no excuse of the law, right? Because had I known, once you get to the Fed, you start reading and studying, like, man, I could beat the people because they don't have no videotape. Like, they would pull up in my project, we're down like a block from my project on Washington and Willow, and they would try to like investigate us, but we would come out, like my mother's apartment sat in the back, so we'll walk up to the up front where the cars come at, they get the courtyard, and our apartment set to the back. You had to walk up and you look down the block, police just down there on the corner, tenant windows, and we like, look, undercover. So they would pull off. They never had a chance to come in the project and set up and take pictures doing it because we always was on point looking out. All this in my paperwork. They said we could never, because watch out and look out. And like every day I would change cars. I didn't change cars because of the feds or I thought the people was on. I changed cars because I didn't want the boys at the Calio to know what I was riding in. So I would always change car with people. Like if I got say I'm in a Lexus and you might got a Camry or something, or you got a Honda car. I know you're gonna want to drive the Lex. So like, Joe, let's trade. All right, here, I got your car now. I might trade with different people. I'm just trading with different people, different car. So they can, I always thought that to keep my enemies off me. But all the while, the police was like, he was trading. All this in my FBI report. So, man, bro, them people grabbed me. They said, we got gangsters. They were so excited. They bring me out, I never forget this, bring me on the porch, and the man said, you got any guns in there? I said, man, you gotta do your job. Now, mind you, I got, you know how well, I don't know, but my mother, in her closet, she had them little church dresses, them old church dresses. So I had like an ounce of heroin hid in her dress. One of her dresses I had forgot about, I had it in the closet. So they go in there, shake that everything, they ain't even find it. Bro, I remember, I had a Caprice, a police car, with the light on it, the back door, because I had bought it off back there in the 17, what the little car lot. Matter of fact, that car lot gone now to the day. But anyway, so the man wanted $3,000 for this car, right? So it was a used car, so I gave him $1,500. Took the car. I had this man around second that needed to drill. He took some kind of drill saw and cut out two holes in the back. Put my 6x9s back there. I had one bought back in the day, they had just like this little radio with the little TV on the end of it, where you plug it in the ashtray, you got a little TV. So
you had the TV in the
I had that little, right. Then I bought some tinted window for one of them AutoZone or somewhere, and he put the tents on my car for me. Man, it was a real police car.
Police car, yeah.
They had to take the police stuff off there. So I remember I got the Calio in that car too. Blew my cover too, bro. So anyway, I didn't pay the man. So I brought it to Speedy Oil Change. They had it up on the thing. When I went there, like, bro, under the bottom where the muffler and all that old long pipe, all that stuff, was cherry red. I say, man, so I had to pay $1,000 to get the car fixed. So I tell the I say, hey, man, I had to pay $1,000 to get the thing fixed, man. I ain't about to get y'all no thou out, but man, soon as them fig, I don't know how they knew, but they came and snatched my car. They repossessed my car. That's what it called. So they took that, and on my way to the...
Hold on, question. What was, and again, this might be speeding up, but what were they there to get you on? Was it everything leading up to any murders, anything, or was it strictly that deal in New York?
That New York deal.
Okay, all right, go
The
ahead.
drugs, and so let's say they commit murder.
Yeah.
So on my way to the car, my homegirls were standing out on the sidewalk, right? Oh, they got the land. That was the exact word. I never forget this. And my exact words to them were, man, don't worry, I'm gonna be home in a minute, because I'm thinking like state, I'm gonna get me a bond, I'm back. Bro, I never forget, it was like 6, 7 in the morning. My homegirls was right there by the police car, right on the sidewalk. And they would tell me, oh, they got the landlord. I was like, don't worry, I'll be back. That was March 6, 1998. Brian see them girl to 2022.
Oh, man. They were standing there watching you.
Bro,
you're in the know. You're in the know. You're coming out the know at the
on
project.
Willow Street.
Yeah, right. You right there.
In the Magnolia. Like,
yeah, you right there.
My mom, we lived 2807 Willow.
Okay,
apartment A, I think. Apartment A.
So yeah, you right there in front of everybody.
Yeah, I'm in the know. You in where Soda Slim on them rap about. In the know, how you doing? And right there, man. So, like I said, I didn't think that it was real serious, or I'm thinking, but man, them federales hide you, boy. And the crazy part about it, right? So when they arrested me, as we driving, we on LaSalle, and we passing Thalia. To the right is where Bryce, him and his brother had a body fender shot where they fixed car. Actually, they fixed my Infinity truck when it got shot up around the Calio. So, and then to the left is the Mel. So as we passing that, the feds say, "Oh, don't worry, we got you. We got him too. We got Bryce too." I said, "I got Bryce too." Mm-hmm. Oh, what the time I got Bryce? Then he say, "Oh, and we got Blabber too." I said, "Blabber," and I'm still not thinking that my phone is tapped, that the feds was on to me. I'm just thinking like, man, what y'all going? What's going on? So they brought her to the building. That when that police, he said, "Bro," he said, "I've been working on this force for over 17 years." He said, "You the first person who phoned that we had tapped that every day you talk to a different female, you didn't care what you said. Every day you were trying to do something illegal, where you were trying to rob somebody, set up drugs here. Every day you did something illegal." Then they had this old man, he said, "Man," he said, "it's like you was shut down at a certain time in like 3, 4 in the morning, because they had shifts they would do." Like, yeah, I learned this, like, that's why they had that, when they had that joint task force, when you got FBI, DEA, ATF, all them working together, they all take shifts listening to your phone. So when your phone ring, they own it. They got to make sure to record it. He's be like, "Man, 3, 4 in the morning, your phone ring." I'd be like, answer the phone. He said, "You in there?" "Man, I got to sleep sometime, man." It was like, man, because like one time I met this little dude from my little brother. He wanted to buy some rims, right? So I was like, if he got a truck, he want to buy some rims. He a little drug dealer. So what you got? I said, we started talking about drugs. And this was so sweet. He had a female was about to meet me at the gas station to get some crack from her. Maybe like a half a key, somewhere in there. But so I contact my homeboy Greedy Man. He deceased now. Say, "You want that?" He's like, "Nah." He said soft or hard? I said, "It's hard." He said, "Nah, I like to do my own thing." So, because I didn't like drugs, cocaine and all that, right? I didn't like cocaine. Let me say that.
I said, yeah, what drugs? Yeah, what drugs?
Yeah, I didn't like cocaine. Cocaine, I felt like if somebody back then, you key anywhere from 17 to 21. So if a man front me a kilo for 21 thou, I got to sell basically rocks to see some money. Because if you sell quarters, you ain't getting, you might have about a good 5,000, if that. Y'all correct me, because I wasn't really, I know you don't have a big, what do you call that, profit.
Yeah, you don't get a profit. Oh, so you don't like the drug because of the profit margin.
Right, because if you front me a key, joke, and you tell my Birdman 21 bag, and if I make 26, 27, if I sell quarters. But if I break it down and sell crack, then I'm going to see some money. But I don't got time for that.
Yeah, there's a time frame to do it. It's like,
right, and so now I'm going to want to jack you, because I'm looking at it, I got 21 here, and I got this little here. Man, I ain't getting you nothing now. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I didn't like coke. So what I would do when I hit for coke, I would hurry up and sell it, get off it quick. Or I would have to do this. Say if me and you about to do a deal, if I'm about to rob you, I got to call this chair right here. If this chair say, "Yeah, I want him to jack you," bring it straight to the chair. I don't want to ride for drugs and just sit on. That was never my thing. So when Greedy didn't want it, I was like, man, I don't got nobody else. So I just left that alone. The Fed was like, they were listening in. They was going to get me for a gun. Because if I would have traveled, they would have got me for robbing a girl with a gun, but I didn't do it. Mm-hmm. So I had another, she home now too. She was in college. I thought it was a setup. So one day she called me, Rob Hall, chilling. She said, "You could talk?" I said, "Yeah, what's up?" "My homegirl want to talk to you." So she get on the phone. She said, "Yo, I need you to come down here to Tennessee and rob these old PANs. I was like, "Man, no country." So I text, I'm lying, I didn't hear no text. I called Khabibi on the other phone. Bleep that out. Yeah. I don't want to say her name. Yeah. So I called, I talked to the girl, then when I called my homegirl, I said, "Hey, what's up with her?" Because in my mind, I'm thinking Master P trying to set me up, trying to get me out of town. So I said, "Well, hold on. You got to do," she said, "Yeah, I did it before. I got a 5.0. You hit for a key of cocaine." And I'm like, "Yeah." She said, "Yeah, I got this other dope boy." I said, "Would you mess with him?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, he must have played you. Now you got somebody else." "Yeah, I want y'all to get him." I said, look, leave it. She wanted us to follow him home. I said, listen, why do that when you be by his house sometime? Leave the back door, we're gonna come in there and get him. So I messed up and I told her we were gonna kill him in the house, right? She said, so I tell you what, we're gonna come in there, we're gonna take him out, we're gonna kidnap him, put him in the trunk and go do him. So she was like, all right, cool. So she might have thought she was dealing with some wimps or some play stuff, right? So both of the girls drove down from Tennessee, they came in the project. So we got the guns, so I said, look, tell y'all what. And the Fed listening now, so I said, tell y'all what. Y'all take the guns back to Tennessee with y'all. So that way when we on the highway, 3 of us on the highway, it won't look bad. Or so if they pull us over, we ain't got nothing on us. The guns already here, Tennessee. Man, when we started getting the gun, that girl got scared. Oh, wait. Let me put it together, let me think. But good thing that girl got scared because when my homegirl got on the highway to go back to Tennessee, state troopers pulled her over. Ooh. They shook her car down, right? Somebody just posted the other day with some Reeboks that had just came out. It was the Reeboks, the Soldier Reebok. They had like the blue sole, the red sole, the different little colors, right? Yeah. And she was on her way back, so she stopped for me. Told me, I said, look, go give me 3 pair, blah, 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 blah. And she came back, brought the shoe back to me. So when they got ready to push back out, they thought they were gonna catch her with them guns. But so happened her friend got scared. So she kept pushing the issue. Got a lawyer there. Why y'all put me over there? Harassing her. She got a lawyer there. Man, the people arrest her, but for conspiracy to armed robbery and something else, she went to trial and got found guilty.
She technically was guilty.
Yeah, but she thought, she didn't know my phone was tapped.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You messing up for everybody.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. And her friend testified against her. So
yeah, that'll do it too.
Yeah, man. And the crazy part about it, I was in one hold to take. Her friend was the other. She was like, I said, what's up, you? I said, yeah. She said, I want to come over by you. I said, man, they ain't gonna let you come by men over here, the women over there. You can't come over here. You know what I'm saying? But I wonder how that girl doing too. I know one of them, the one who went to trial, she's doing very, very well. She got children and everything. But the other one, I don't know what she's doing. But so they had a little caught, they got caught up. And let me tell you what's crazy. In their trial, you had females testifying saying, I was a hitman for cash money and one girl paid me to take a hit to get rid of her boyfriend and I kept the money.
Oh, wow.
All this in the paper. I got all that stuff there.
Yeah, they put you up there.
Y'all like, why is my name in their trial? You know, I ain't got nothing to do with that. But I kind of did, but I didn't because they ain't charged me with them. They charged me with my own conspiracy. So, yeah, man, when they locked us, when they got all of us, bro, they locked us up. So they locked them girls up.
Hold on. So, you were riding to the station. They said we got the car dot man, we got blabber. In your mentality, you still don't know what they got you for. You're just like, whatever. How much are you talking? Like, are they asking you questions? How much, what are you saying? Are you asking what's going on? Are you like, what's going on?
No, because I was like,
they got to tell you what.
Yeah, I want to see what's going on. Then when they said they got Blabber and Bryce, so they brought us to they had a, I don't know if it's still there now, but they had an FBI place, Patrick, right next door for where the Macy building used to be at. It's this building, and in the back, that's where they had an FBI place. Man, they had a lady with some dread, looked kind of like Whoopi Goldberg a little bit. Yeah. I was like, man, you would have tricked me. Like, bro, them FBI's be, when they say undercover, bro, they be looking
fully
like,
undercover.
Yeah, man.
Regular.
And I saw a few of them, right? And when they brought the cameras out, because they had us on the news, right? So they brought the cameras out. Some of them undercover FBI agents started hiding their face because they didn't want people
Who do
to
you
see
think
them.
do a better job of looking undercover, the FBI agents or the Walmart security?
Well, the thing about it, I ain't never seen Walmart security.
Right, so they must be they
gotta be doing a very good job.
They must do the best job.
But I seen like regular Walmart security with the uniform on.
I'm talking about the ones that catch you, the ones that shop and catch you.
Oh yeah, see, I ain't never seen. That's crazy you say that, bro. Because some of them be having their blue on, but I ain't never seen or the cover. But then
So, did you know that there was an FBI building in New Orleans? Did you know?
No, man, no, none of that stuff. You gotta keep in mind, I was a guy that was going to the Paris jail for murders. Yeah. I never, was into that kind of stuff. So I never knew about that. So when they arrested me, I was like, oh man, I didn't know this was right here. Then I was like, when I'm looking at the undercover, I was like, man, so they really got people that be undercover, going in hoods, buying drugs, looking just like regular junkies and stuff. And I'm like, but they really FBI? I'm like, man, this stuff crazy. So I got a chance to see that. But unfortunately, I was going to the feds, so going and getting locked up. So anybody could get word, boy, y'all better be careful, y'all better watch out. You know what I'm saying? But man, when people locked us up, We on was charged with conspiracy of 6 ounces of heroin.
Yeah.
In March. April or May, they came back and did a superseded indictment and charged me with 6 ounces of heroin, 6 ounces of heroin, continuing criminal enterprise at 848, and solicitation to commit murder. Yeah, bro.
So once they read you those, they told you knew that day one while you was in there. They told you this is what we got you for.
Well,
or after like 24 hours, 48 hours.
No, I ain't gonna say it then. We went to court and they started telling, but I still ain't understand none of that stuff.
Okay.
I remember this dude named Charles Boutin. He from New Orleans. He came up to my co-defendant. Me and Bryce standing next to each other watching TV. And that boy say, well, I go to pen, you can tell on a friend. And I looked at him like, man, what are you trying to get you snitch on me? But that was just a little thing because he was telling on this cop and he was all on the news. He was upset when they put him on the news. But then they separated me and my co-defendant. They separated, put me on one dorm, Bryce another dorm, Blab another dorm. And I couldn't stand this jail because every 2 hours we had to lock down, like the bottom rack come out, they lock down for 2 hours, then they come out, we lock down, that stuff was just so irritating. Then I got moved to St. Bernard jail. That was back then, that was a good jail.
That was a good jail.
Yeah, because they used to, that's what I realized, boy, when you go to jail, it's over with. They used to put the toothbrush in the door, because we had bars, right? And they let the air out, and they hot wired the phone.
Oh.
So what they would do is like, anywhere from 12 to 3, 4 in the morning, they would sneak out their cell and slide on the floor and go get on the phone. So my other co-defendant, he was in the other dorm. Man, it's like about 3, 4 in the morning, right? So this little boy, he snuck out his cell and he went to the window. And my co-defendant was like, "Tell Gangsta, I just talked to his baby mama, she just went out." Now I'm hot because I ain't let her go out when I was on the street. Now you going out with the world? So, boy, listen, I could wait. I was scared to come out because I was new in that jail. So I was scared to come out the cell and all that. I waited till they popped the door for it to come out in that morning. Got on that phone, what did? And then she cussed. I said, when I was home, you ain't cuss. She said, I know. When she said that, I knew it was over with. Okay. Then I got that letter, that R. Kelly, when a woman's fed up. I said, oh, it's over with, bro.
When a woman's fed up.
Say, bro, so when y'all be out here treating the women bad, boy, wait till y'all get locked up, it's over
That's
with.
the worst time.
Yeah, bro.